Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk to you all about doing an at-home self-tanner. So I admittedly am not the best at this, but I've gotten better. I've probably been at-home self-tanning on and off for the better part of the last couple years, but more recently within the last 2 months or so, just leading up to my wedding. So in the last couple years, I've definitely tried a lot of different things. I've done at-home self-tanners, I've done spray tans in tanning booths like the Mystic Tans, and I've done where somebody actually airbrush tanned me and I stood there like a scarecrow and they did it for me. And I just find that the at-home self-tanners, they're easy to do for the most part, and they're really affordable. So I'm going to show you kind of how I do my at-home self-tanner, and hopefully you guys can learn a few tricks to be a babe on a budget. Okay, so for me, the things that you need are, so I use this Neutrogena Micro Mist Airbrush Sunless Spray in number 2 medium intensity because I'm really pale. I find that the Sunless Spray can is a lot easier to use than a cream or a foam. I've used like the foam ones before with the mitt and it's just been really streaky, but I find that the spray goes on really well. And then I just use a really fluffy brush. This one is like a drugstore brush, ELF. I think it was $3. And then just making sure that you have a towel on the space that you're going to spray yourself on. Okay, so when starting off, you do want to make sure that the can is about 6 to 8 inches away from the skin which you're going to spray. And I always start from my feet and work my way up. So I'm going to just start on the top of my feet and spray up my leg in just a really gentle position. And then I want to make sure I get the inside of my foot as well. And then go all the way up to my thigh, over my knee. And my knee area is probably going to be the lightest spot because it tends to be the roughest part of my leg. Okay, and so then once you have the spray all over, you're just going to take your fluff brush and you're just going to kind of brush your spray into your skin. And so before I did this, I showered and I shaved and I exfoliated. So you want to make sure to get all of the dead skin off of your body before you do any type of sunless tanning. That way you don't have like any splotchiness, any white patches. You want it to go onto your skin as evenly as possible. And using the brush to help kind of blend everything in will eliminate any type of splotches, or if I sprayed too much in one area, it will help kind of just even that out for me. And so I'm just going to continue to do this all throughout my leg and go all the way up, and then I'm going to do the same on the other leg. Okay, now it's going to be the hard part for me to video. So when it comes to the neck and chest area, I will just kind of spray, holding away, same distance a little bit. Just want to make sure you don't see too much in this video. And then I will use my brush to blend everything out and up my neck. And when I'm doing this, I only go up to the neckline. I won't do my face just yet. And I'll explain how I do my face in a little bit. I do my face last. So I start from my legs, I go up my body and my back, and then I go up to my chest and my neck, and then I'll go out and I'll do my arms. Then I do my face last. And using the brush will really help kind of just spread that spray evenly. And then for some really hard, like to target areas, like my underarms or armpit area, where you know that if you get too much on there, it's going to be like really orange and you're gonna look like an Oompa Loompa. I actually just spray the brush directly, and then I use that as a guide instead of spraying directly onto the skin. Okay, and so as mentioned, now I'm going to just do my face. So when I just do my face, I'm going to do the same approach that I would for areas that normally just take a lot of tanner and they shouldn't, like my underarms and my elbows. So I'm just going to spray the brush with this tanner instead of just spraying my face and blending it in. So I just spray a little bit there. And then I just gently rub this into my face. And usually I will do 2 passes on my face. So I will spray with the tanner on the brush 2 times. And I make sure that I get over my eyelids, up to my ears, just so that when it's blended, it all looks natural. I don't have any white blotchy spots when it develops. And go up into my hairline. So I'm going to do this again. I'm going to start on the other side of my face just to make it even. And there you have it. So now I'm just going to wash my hands. So one of the things I like to do, just because even though I've used a brush on my hands, you will still kind of just get orange all over them. So I'm going to wash my hands with soap, and then I'm going to put hand lotion on them. I just find that sometimes that just makes it better. And then I'm going to let everything else on my body sit for about 5 minutes until it's dry. Then I'll put on a robe and then probably just a really flowy night shirt and go to sleep. And then in the morning I'm going to wake up and I'll just assess, make sure that it looks pretty good. And this is actually for my wedding, so I will bring all of my stuff with me to Gettysburg, which is where I'm getting married this weekend, and I'll touch it up probably on Saturday because I'm getting married on Sunday. And that's it.